Agriculture, soil and soil formation. Soil and soil formation. Definition of soil. Soil is a natural material that covers the Earth's surface. Soil is a product of breakdown of rocks by various weathering processes and decomposition of plants and animal remains. Soil is a mixture of weathered rocks, air, water, organic matter, and living organisms. Soil can also be defined as a part of the Earth's surface that supports plant and animals' life. Soil formation. The process of soil formation is called weathering. This process produces weathered rock materials called parent material. Weathering involves the following processes: mechanical/physical weathering, biological weathering, chemical weathering. Weathering is the breakdown of rocks into smaller particles, which is brought about by agriculture, soil and soil formation. A mechanical weathering is the disintegration/breakdown of rocks into smaller particles without changing their chemical composition. It involves the following: changes in temperature. Rocks expand as temperature rises and contract as temperature fall. Eventually rocks break down due to differences in rates of expansion and contraction. Man's activities. During construction of buildings, roads and constant cultivations, rocks are broken down into small particles. Exfoliation. Here, the outer layer of the rock tends to get heated up easily than the inner one. It expands during the day and contracts during the night when temperature falls. This process of expansion and contraction causes stress that results into peeling off of the outer layers. Frost action, freezing of water. Water entering cracks in the rocks get frozen to changes in agriculture, soil and soil formation. Chemical weathering. This involves chemical reactions that change the chemical composition of the rock. It involves oxidation. Oxygen freely combines with minerals in rocks to form oxides. These weaken the rocks, which eventually break to form soil. Carbonation. Carbon dioxide from the atmosphere combines with rain water to form carbonic acid, which reacts with rocks to form soil. See biological weathering. This occurs when plants such as lichens grow on the rock's surface, weakening it. Flowering plants later grow on the weakened rock surfaces. Roots expand and breaks the rock further. Burrowing animals weaken the softer rocks. Earthworms create drainage ruts in the soil. The activities of large animals, their movement and agriculture, soil and soil formation. They include parent material, time, topography/relief, climate, human activities. The climate. The main climatic factors which influence weathering include rainfall, wind, temperature. Rainfall influencing weathering in the FF ways. The impacts of raindrops as they fall from the sky are capable of removing small rock particles from the rock surface. Rainwater dissolves copper from the atmosphere to form carbonic acid, which dissolves rocks. As rainwater flows/surface runoff, it peels off rock fragments which knock against each other to form soil. Temperature influences weathering in FF ways. Temperature speeds up chemical reactions involved in agriculture, soil and soil formation. Very cold temperatures cause water trapped in cracks to freeze and consequently expand in the rock. Wind influences weathering in the following ways. Wind blows soil from one area to another, affecting soils formed in that area. Wind blows sand particles against rocks, causing abrasion of rock surfaces/carries heavy materials which can break the rocks. The parent material. This refers to the material from which soil originates. The type of soil formed in an area depends on the type of origin of parent material. Parent materials which are rich in quartz give rise to sandy soils, while parent material rich in volcanic rocks gives rise to clay soils. See topography/relief. This refers to the general appearance of the landscape, e.g. hilly, flat, steep or gentle slope. Agriculture, soil and soil formation. This is because the steeper the slope, the more or the greater the effect of erosion. Time. Soil formation is a slow process. The length of time over which the rocks have been exposed to the weathering process affects the nature of the soil. Soils which are deep are usually associated with longer periods of soil formation, while young soils are associated with limited time of soil formation. Living organisms. These include vegetation, cover flora, living organisms, fauna like bacteria, fungi, termites, and earthworms. Living organisms influence weathering in following ways. Small plants, lichens, colonize bare rocks whose roots penetrate into rocks, making cracks into them. Vegetation cover breaks down and adds organic matter in the soil. Plant roots penetrate the cracks in rocks and as they agriculture, soil, and soil formation. The tips of plant roots secrete chemicals which dissolve the mineral components of rocks. As a result, rocks are weakened. Soil-living organisms feed on organic matter, thereby decomposing. Large animals break down rocks as they walk over them. Organisms like termites and earthworms break down soft rocks, and they also help in mixing underground soils with topsoil and nutrient recycling. When living organisms die, they increase organic matter content in the soil. If human activities, man's activities such as digging, road construction, stone quarrying expose the rocks to the effects of rain and the sun, which change its nature. Man changes both physical and chemical properties of soil, fauna through application of fertilizers, herbicides, liming, and also